Hello, Echo here again. Welcome back to FTB Unleashed. I came on to a bit of a problem this morning. I logged on and I had no power in any of these things. It was all down. The chest was all full of 64 stacks of stuff, so I've been losing stuff. And I came over here and all the engine was empty. Now, I'm not sure what had gone on, but none of these motors are running. All these cells was empty. They're filling up now again, look. Pardon me. I was still getting use from it. I did do a lot of B stuff yesterday before the episode finished. I looked and this one didn't seem to be triggering, so I made sure that was orange again, because you can't actually see it's orange from here, can you? But that is orange. I don't know if that was stopping these from working. I don't know. I've not been in here though, so I don't know how it's changed. If that is the case, I don't know if some kind of server resets maybe changed it. I don't know. But I did have issue with that. Possibly, maybe the issue that I've been having with server restarts with the laser drill thing over here. What is that? That's on. Sorry, I've not restarted the server. Okay. So that might have been an issue. So I won't get enough power. So it gradually drained, and I was running the larvae from the bees. It looks like it's used up all the phosphor. Oh no, it hasn't used all the phosphor. Okay. When the system ran out of power, it stopped putting phosphor into here, and I'll turn it back off again for now then. Phosphor bees will start taking over that again. That is turned on, isn't it? Cobble structure pipe. Yep, it's turned on. Okay. Weird. Yeah. So I had no power. So let's keep an eye on things. So let's have a look. So what we did yesterday. I want to do a little bit more on bees before we carry on with anything else. So there's our nuggets from yesterday, which is kind of awesome. So we've got cobalt, ardite, vanillin. And let's take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. As you can see, we have now got loads of vanillin. Awesome. And the other stuff as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 down. So we can now make whatever we wanted out of them. We can make bases for beacons, or all kind of weapons and stuff. Loads of drawbridges. No, I don't even need. You don't need any of them for drawbridges. But there you go. You know what I mean. Got plenty of that resource now, so that's all good. And one thing I just wanted to make a point of is that them bees, all of them, including the millennium bee. Go on, show yourself, bee. Oops. Oh, what's going on? Get off. There we go. Them bees only need imperial or industrious, which is the first bees you want to be getting anyway. So you don't have to go too far into bees. They're bred with, that's a hive bee, infernal. They're the ones that you find in the nether. So you only have to go as far as being able to get alvearies, which you want to, if you want to do anything with bees, you want to go that far. You want to go for imperial and industrious. So you don't have to go too far into bees. You don't have to do a massive complicated breeding path once you've got your two main branches, which are imperial and industrious. So that's good. That's it. In fact, that's very good. There we go. We've got plenty of resources in there now for making things if we so wish. So yeah, I checked down here and the larva was down at about 3,600, so it's gone down a bit, but not much. And the other thing I want to do with bees is, someone mentioned, can you make quartz bees in a comment yesterday, and I said no, I don't think you can. And someone kindly told me that you can, and I should have checked his name, but thank you very much for the comment. If you look at quartz, look a bit of nether quartz there, you look for the ways of creating it. You see a centrifuge, we've got mellow combs and certus combs. A certus comb gets you certus quartz dust and nether quartz, which is absolutely awesome. A certus quartz comb comes from a bee called a quantum bee. 5%, 15%, yeah, so quantum bee is the one we want. And it does both of them, but them that gives you nether quartz and certus quartz, because the mellow comb's the other one it gives. So we want to be making some quantum bees at some point. Spatial has a less chance, yeah, okay. So what's the quantum? Let's just check the bee. Spectral and spatial. I don't think I've got either of these. Hermetic and ender. Yeah, I ain't got any of these. So this is going to take. So and monastic. Okay. So this is more, I'll say, compared to the Manilian one, this is a lot more complex. You need ender beads from the end, of course. Let's try that again. Press the wrong button. Oops. So for this quantum beat, you need 2 paths: abnormal, secluded ender, monastic, austere. Yeah, that's complicated. So these are a lot more complicated than getting the other ones, and spectral, hermetic. So first of all, you need these things: monastic, and monastic you can only get from NPCs. So we've got our, I haven't replaced Dark Clown yet, but Dark Clown was an NPC that gave beats. So these trades that these guys do, obviously this Mr. Isabella is a proven frame trader. One of these NPCs, the Apiarist type, will give you the monastic beads, which I did get one of before, or a couple of. Have I got any left? I think I may have used them. I must have used them. I used them for something, I'm sure. So I've got no monastic beads. So that's to get an NPC. That's the only way of getting them, as far as I know. Special kind of bee there. So that's a lot more complex, and I'll probably do that off camera because it's just a whole lot of time-consuming breeding. But I will work towards that quantum beat. So I've got, not that I need it. Of course, I don't need anything these days. I've got enough resources for everything. If we look at my quartz levels, really 4,000 Certus and 3,000 Nether, so I'm not doing bad at all. Because of course a laser drill gets both of these, so that's alright anyway. Craftable, let's make some of them while we're here, and some of them. Yeah, that's cool. Right. So that's what I wanted to cover before we do something else in this episode. I need to update this a little bit, so let's have a look. Manilian bees we've done. Cover something from each mod, not done yet. Factorization processing, not done yet. Promised Land, we've been and seen it. And just to carry on from that, I did go back. Got a little bit of amethyst. I made a set of amethyst armor there. I don't know if it's particularly good, but I thought I'd make a set to add to the armor collection. So we've got a set of amethyst armor. There we go. So that just takes, of course, these bits of amethyst in the normal armor pattern. There we go. That's what I did that. While I'm here, might as well sleep, haven't I? And I'll cut the camera because I've got a coffee going cold. Back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back, and I've just done 20 minutes of footage that I didn't like, so I've deleted it all again. I went through all the mod list and saw what we've done. I've said something from each mod. I went through each of the mods, and it took about 20 minutes. It turned out I've pretty much covered everything. I've pretty much done everything other than computer craft. I've pretty much done something from each mod. I ain't got much out of Xeno's Reliquary. That was one of the last things I noticed there. Look at Xeno's Reliquary. I think the only thing I've got is the Coin of Fortune. I did have some Lily Pads of Fertility over on the farms, but they're gone now. So I must have started up the server without Xeno's loaded ones, because they're all vanished. But I never lost my Coin of Fortune, so I guess I never logged in. There is some cool stuff in this. There's Sojourner's Staff, can fire torches, but I use the Tinker's Pick to place my torches. Emperor's Chalice, pretty cool. It takes a bit of life, but fills your hunger bar up. I don't know if that works anymore. I might actually make one of them. Holy Hand Grenades, good for wither fights. 3 of them will kill a wither really quick. And Salamander's Eye stops you burning. Also good. There is some nice stuff in there, but nothing that I particularly need at the minute. I may make some for fun anyway. What I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to upgrade my cart here. The power's all filled back up now, by the way, so that seems okay. And it's night time again, as if I've only just slept from where you are. Right, so let's break through here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my cart over there. That has some bits in it, of course. Now, I'll show you the cart upgrade thing. What I've made is I've added a few patterns to it. I've added this thing, solar panel, and compact solar engine. I've added these two here as well, smelter and advanced smelter, that you may have seen Guy will play with. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Well, I'm going to put one in anyway to see if it does work. Let's ask for an advanced smelter. Advanced smelter, begin. So that should be crafting one of them for us. Should do it pretty quick. There it is, advanced smelter. And in here we have a compact solar engine. Cool. So how this thing works is, if you remember before, I put this cart modifier on the side of there. As you can see, it's got some bits in there. That's because I've just on the video that I said I've just deleted. I actually showed you how this works. What you can do is you put a cart in there, in the cart modifier. You can do what modification you want in here. So I could say I want to add that into there, then modify it and use it and then add it to this cart, but I don't want it in this cart. What I've done is I've clicked on them, so it's that's taken them off, then click modify. It uses a bit of coal, takes some time, it takes them bits off, which is why we've got two of them bits there and the fertilizer in there, because I've taken them off that other cart. You know what I mean? So what I'll do is I'll take that cart out there and put our Galgadorian cart in. Excuse me. And now our Galgadorian cart's in here, so we can add some bits. So I'm going to add on the advanced smelter there. I'm going to add on a compact solar engine. Cool. I might as well add on them two bits of storage, as I've got them. Storage. You can see we're still, total cost is only 339, so we're still well off our capacity. Very good. So that's going to add on this advanced smelter, two internal storages and a compact solar engine to run alongside the coal engine onto the cart there. Modify that. That's going to take 34 minutes, so I'll be back in a bit and we'll see how that goes. Here we are then, half an hour later, which is going to make the video later, but meh. And we're nearly done. We've got 20 seconds left on the modification of our Galgadorian cart. So let's see what we get with this. Now, I want to try the smeltery. I'm not sure if it's going to work, if I'm being perfectly honest, because force logs smelt into something different than charcoal. Smelt into a thing called force fuel, I think, and that may not work. We shall see. So my Galgadorian cart now, if I put it back in, we can't put it in there. What's in this thing? It's only that fertilizer that we don't need. If we put it in there, we can see what the Galgadorian cart's got now. Oops, wrong one in. Don't know what happened then. Put the right one in. There we go. If we look in here, we'll see that it's now got two engines. Still got our Galgadorian tool. It's got 4 storage now, so it's got double the storage that it had. And it's also got an advanced smelter than what it had. So there we go. And someone also kindly told me that a hopper on top of one of these will keep it full of charcoal, which is nice. Remember the first time I made this, I was having to keep my eye on it and put charcoal in. So that's kind of cool as well. So let's get that out of there, and we can leave that one in there for now just to keep it somewhere. And as you can see by my builder's wand in my inventory, I've been doing a little bit of building on the Titan while that was away. I'll go show you that in a minute. But, I haven't shown you the Titan in this build yet because I haven't actually done anything since you last saw it. I am going to start putting different materials in there soon, start moving machinery to it, I think. Just not sure what to start with. I could turn the laser drill off and get all that end of it going, because I don't actually need to have resources coming in all the time, so I could quite easily turn it off without it causing me any hassle. Right, let's put it down here, and it's going to try and go because it's going to try and pull solar power. What I'm going to try here is right. So now, as our woodcutter, so that's what plants them. Our engine. Before we had charcoal in, what I'm going to try and do here is change that to engine. I'm going to change that. I'm exactly copying what Direwolf did here. I'm not doing anything special. I'll change that. I'm going to say to smelt 3 of them into them. So if we get some force logs in there, why you no work? Do I actually need some power for it to start? And there we go. And that is working, I think. Wonderful. So I wasn't sure if this golden power source would work, but it is. So that's good. So what's happening here is this is chopping a tree down. Maybe. Yeah, it's chopping the tree down because we're getting saplings. What's happening with this advanced smelter, which is kind of awesome, is it'll take some of the force logs from the internal chest and smelt them into golden power source, which it'll then put in there, and it'll keep 3 in there, so it won't use more than that. You know what I mean? So it will only ever keep 3 in there. So whenever one of them gets used, it'll bosh another one in. Wonderful. So that's working perfectly. So the things we do have to change is we no longer need charcoal feeding in from here. So what we've got here, I can disable that. So I want to be going 2 from the cart, and I'll put that to storage slots as well. And that's disabled, is it? How do I disable you? Disabled, there we go. So in theory, and that's, here we go as well. Because when it's got a view to the sky, it'll use the solar power. Now what I can do is I can make the solar power slightly higher priority than the normal engine there. So that means it'll use even less wood. Because whenever it can, it'll use solar. Whenever it can't use solar, it'll switch to the golden power source. So we've got a little bit of a increased complexity. Hello, cow. A bit of increased complexity on our Galgadorian cart there. What do you reckon? Pretty cool there. So this thing down here, let's try and remember what's under here. So this side is transport pipe, golden transport pipe going to an ender chest, I believe. That's just a block of quartz, so we can break that one. And this was my charcoal that I no longer need. We can break that. Ah, shit. Didn't mean to break that, did I? It broke a bit of ME cable there. Let's put that back before it causes any damage. There we go. So this should be less complex now, this part. So increasing the complexity of the cart has in turn decreased the complexity of the getting the materials out. So really all we're getting is from the storage slots, we're emptying everything from the storage slots of the cart. So we could have this as one big storage thing, but it should be enough space in there anyway. You can see that's staying, everything's staying correct. So I'll let this come all the way around, and I'll come back in a minute and show you if it's worked alright when we get back to the cargo manager. Here we are then, it's about to hit here, so it should start putting all the excess stuff in there. Wonderful. So that's good. And then it's starting on its way again. Let's cut that tree down there. Cow's in its way. Cow's trying to hump it. What are you doing, cow? What are you doing? And of course it's reached its level there where it's turned off because we've got more than 8128 wood in the system. So when it starts going again, so is this still, so it's filling its power up, okay. So this has stopped. The cart's actually stopped because of the redstone signal on the detector rail there, because there's 8128 wood in the system. And will this stop when it gets full? Perhaps. Does it go as full as that? Who knows? Let's keep watching for a sec and find out. And it also seems like I've put it down correctly, right, so it goes the right way around now. Before it was going the wrong way around, wasn't it? So that's a bit of an improvement as well, I suppose. Okay, this is still going up. Will these solar panels go in when it stops? Or will they just stay out all the time? Let's see. Come on, guy, what's your capacity? I'm getting bored of waiting. Back in a bit. Well, I've got no idea how much capacity this guy's got, but it's still going up. There's been a night since you last saw it as well, and on the night the solar panels took themselves in, and they came back out in the day, and look at all that power. So that's probably going to be easy enough power to keep running without actually using any of this. So this is all kind of a little bit of a backup, it seems. And also you can tell from this we've got a massive amount of excess capacity in the solar farm, so I could make a lot more force engines, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to make some more force engines to start powering machinery at the other end. So I'm not going to use, at the minute, if you remember, we're using 100 MJ a tick of lava and 100 MJ a tick of force power. Well, at the new base I think I'm going to go fully force, and I'm probably going to do it crushed ice, so I need to start getting on with making some crushed ice bees, which I suppose I could do in this episode as well. Another bee episode though. I don't know if that's going to piss you all off. Show you what I've done with the Titan. So now all I've really added since last time is added this next level, which is what's called the reactor core on the picture that I'm doing. So that's going to be, if you remember, this is going to be 4 engines that power the laser drill. Laser drill's still not decided whether to have it pissing laser out the bottom of his balls there, or I could have it inside the top of one of these legs and have the laser drill going down hidden so you can't actually see it. Not decided yet. I could also have 2 laser drills just for the sake of making things even, but again, still don't know. That might look alright, that actually. I could have a laser drill in each side here, just so you can see the laser thing down there. I don't know yet. I don't know. So what I'm actually probably going to do is, yeah, I think it's a good idea to move on with making some crushed ice, which is the next step up from milk with the force engines, and that makes the force engines put out 16 MJ a tick, so twice as much as a steam engine, industrial steam engine. So this is where I've also started doing this level, which is going to be all the machines. So I have machines on the both walls of this. I actually need to make I'm making the floors too thick. They should be 3 thick, really. Saying that, I kind of want I might have all my wires showing in this, just because it'll look better. So that's the next level up, and then above that we'll have the bridge, which is the crafting area, and the guns are on the same level as the bridge. And then I'll build the castle on top, which will have all my farm craft and stuff like that in, and all the library and all that kind of shit. And I'm going to put a big dome up there. And I might make a big force field projector that force fields all the way around all this. I don't know yet. So, if you don't like bees, you might want to turn off now. I think I'm going to work on getting these crushed ice bees going, because that's the next logic step to do. If we're going to start using more force, we might as well have it as efficient as we can. So, the bees, there we go. We need glacial, wintry and icy. We need icy, industrious and wintry. So I've got them bees in there. I've got Wintry Princess and Industrious, which should get us what we need. I'm going to take my Alvery across to the icy biome, the icy plains biome near the Titan, and because these must be bred in icy cold temperature, that'll give us 100% chance. That'll give us 8% chance, so it should be pretty quick. I'm going to make sure these have all got maximum fertility. And I'll be back in a bit and I'll show you the breeding process. Here we are then. Let's see how this goes. Excuse my voice. Not working very well today. I was out for a few beers yesterday. And my voice is a bit tatty, let's say. So, Wintry Princess Industrious Drone. We are in Icy Normal, which is a vanilla Ice Plains biome. And I've had, that's a block of millennium that was just underneath the Alvery there, you can ignore that. I may make this out of blocks of millennium. Can you imagine how much that'd take? Shit. That'd be ridiculous. But I could always like have 10 bees. Now I've got 1 bee, I could have loads of bees doing the same thing. Just creating a massive amount of millennium. Just for the sake of it. What do you reckon? Like Emperor's Children. It's got no flowers. Of course it hasn't. Look at all these flowers. They're only here. Damn thing. Have a flower. So we'll have to wait for another tick now. See this go. We've got our, yeah, we've got our Oblivion frame yet. There we go. So what we've got is Icy Princess, Icy Drones, wonderful, that's exactly what we wanted. So that was a 12% chance, so we had to get that really. But the biome was the thing there. I've tried breeding this earlier on in the series in biomes of plenty, snowy biomes. It wasn't really working very well for me, so I wanted to do this in a vanilla biome. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go and get this guy's bred up and get the serum for the species, and then we'll do the next step, which is getting them one further step to the Glacial, and I'll show you that in action as well, back in a bit. Back again then for another little brief clip. We have now got a serum of Icy, so I can... Icy Princess, I've got another wintry drone. This is just a hive drone from some wintry stock there before. I could have got one from them there as well. That's probably got a wintry in it. In fact, it definitely will have. But it might not have a princess. It might not have a drone, it might just have a princess. In fact, screw it, I'll have that. Let's get out our Farmium scoop, and we'll nick that while we're stood here next to it. What's it got in it? Got Wintry Princess, Wintry Drone, so I could have got a drone from there. Well, what we should get from this, so this is an 8% chance, so we're not guaranteed to get a pure mutation, so it might take a little bit of messing around, and it is going to take a bit of messing around. As you can see there, we've got Glacial drones, but the Princess is a hybrid, it seems. Let's have a look. We've got, yeah, Icy Glacial hybrid there, and we've got pure Glacial drones though, so that's good. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and make that into a pure Glacial. I'll also run these through the isolator, try and get the Glacial serum, and I'll prep up a proper production Glacial bee. And when I come back, I'll have a production Glacial bee running, and you should see what it produces, which I'll show you then. I was going to show you in the eye, but I'll just show you when we get to it. So here we are then, as promised. I am now at the point where I can create products from Glacial bees. I've got a nice max statted Glacial bee in there, fastest work, longest life, etc, etc, and that's getting us these ice shards and frozen combs, and this is the only place that ice shards come from. So let me just turn that on so it's starting to put things into the system. Any bees, anything, red, yellow, that's correct. And items inventory, energy pull set, that'll start putting these items into the system. Yeah, that's very good. So now it's going to be a case of building a steel tank. Let's go back to my base. The problem is I don't know where to put this. I don't want to put another tank down there or start building a new tank farm at the Titan. So I'm not sure I'm going to do this just yet. So for now I'm just going to do it temporarily. And where can I do it? Where can we get a power line? You a power line? You're a power... No, you're not. Oh, you are a power line. You're a different kind of power line, aren't you? So that'll do then. Let's, for now, sling this here just to show you in action. And that should have power with the conductive pipes underneath. And what we can do with this is, first up we need the snowy combs, frozen combs processing, because what that's going to do is that's going to give us snow. See a snowball there? So that's giving us snowballs. These guys, as you can see, coming in, and then with the ice shards, ice capital. No, we've got any. Not in the system yet. Come on, hurry up, damn thing. So we're waiting on ice shards, which will be coming. Just taking its ages. Let's go grab them. Even though, but by the time I get them and get back, I could have probably just waited. The reason why I have to get some is because you need 4 per thing. So each single ice shard gets you 1 bucket's worth. Now they've gone. Son of a bitch. There they all go, look. So we'll have ice shards in here now. There we go. Grab some of them. And one of the things I have to work out here is this creates 4 buckets worth. and a squeezer only has capacity of 10 buckets worth, so I don't know if it loses, I don't know if it's going to lose some products. Oops, gone too far. If I do this wrong. But what we've got in here is, if in our squeezer we put in, I think it's 1 snowball and 1, 2, 3, 4 ice shards. It's got power, as I expected. And there we go, that's got us 4 buckets worth of crushed ice. So what I'm going to do is a similar setup to the lava downstairs. I am going to, similar setups of this. If you remember, underneath this, I don't want to break the ME cable there, but underneath this there is a connection to the logistics pipe system with a supply pipe under there, which is keeping this fed with the right amount of phosphate and sand to create lava. I'm going to do a similar setup but with snowballs and ice shards and start filling up a tank of crushed ice, and I think I will do it at the new place. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to wrap up this episode here. I'm going to have a very short episode. I think I'm under 30 minutes, which doesn't happen often. I'm going to wrap this up now so I can actually get this uploading, so this will go up today, because it is nearly 11 AM on Saturday morning. I want to get this today, and I'll try and get another episode done today, so I should be back on track for tomorrow. And in that other episode, I'll work out where to send this crushed ice. I'll start making some force engines, I think, to get power at the Titan site, and we'll start moving machinery. Well, not moving machinery just yet, but start getting a power source there, so we can start moving away from using lava for power. I think I'm going to use everything using my tree farm there and crushed ice. That's I'm going to try and work it anyway. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope you join me next time. Cheers. Bye.